Part 2 of relationships. Now, you're trying to have a relationship with either the government, with society. Some people may try to have relationships with religion, or they just think religion is a fairy tale story related to the Bible. Them are atheists. You know, they have their rights to believe that way. And then you got society in general. We all interact with society. We all interact with business, corporations, when we go buy something. And, you know, they, like, for example, how the government regulates all this stuff. And then the oil companies regulate all the prices of food. Because it takes, you know, gas to get this groceries and stuff to the stores. So, you know, you got all this cost on top of food. But yet they want people to eat right. You know, if you learn to eat right, because here's the thing, your brain is a muscle, and if you don't eat properly, then you're not going to feel good. Your body needs food, natural food. Don't be trying to think you're going to take these vitamins and you're going to become dependent on these vitamins. Your body is intended to take these vitamins out of food, and that's the natural process. So basically, your best bet would be to manage to have anywhere from 6 to 10 small meals a day. I would suggest, like, from the time you get up, eat something. 2 hours from that, eat something. Carry granola bars and fruit bars, these things with you in your pocket if you're working. But the thing is that your brain and your body needs this nutrition. And if you continue to neglect it, your brain will go into empty, because your brain's trying to collect this energy to process stuff for you to feel. And then when you don't eat, your brain becomes weak, your emotional stress level becomes weak, and you have to maintain a balance, a higher level of balance of acceptance and tolerance and endurance and determination, and along with self-control. Because you're trying to have this relationship first with yourself, and you have to decide who you are, what it is you want, and how you're going to achieve it. But are you going to achieve things righteous, or are you going to achieve things by manipulating people, trying to get what you want by having... Because once you start manipulating somebody, such as if you want somebody in your life, and you're going to tell them all this nice crap about yourself, and you're going to play this game, this mind game, or these word games, you're going to put yourself as somebody that you're really not, so that you can convince this person that they should love you. Here's the thing. You may convince that person at the moment that for them to love you, put on this big show, this big act. But this show that you're putting on, this big act, is going to run out of tape. Because once you get too involved with this person, they're going to see you who you really are. And if they see that they don't really like you, they're going to probably have the same thing. They're going to not tell you. They're just going to walk away, or they're going to have affairs, or they're just going to start avoiding you altogether. But the thing is, you must be honest and totally upfront from day one on the things that, one, what is it that you believe? What is it that you want? Not what they want. What do you want? How do you feel about certain things? How do you react to things? What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? What are your fears? Personally, you shouldn't have any fears at all of the world. The only thing you should fear of is of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself and maintain self-control, you could run into a big black hole to fall into. Because you ain't taking care of number one. And if you don't take care of number one, you can't take care of number A, B, C, 2, 1, 2, 3. Such as, I have to take care of myself. If I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of my son. So, I'm up from like 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning. This is my time making me babbling on videos. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm trying to reach out to people. And to reach out to people from here, this is the best I can do. And I hope that some of my videos and things help you. But you got to be real with yourself. You got to be honest. You got to have the will and the want to change, because if you don't have the will or the want or the desire to change, you're never going to change. I can't tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you what to do but you. So you have to decide for yourself what kind of life you want. You got to decide on how you're going to treat people and how you're going to interact with these people. Because if you ain't totally honest with yourself, you're not going to be totally honest with anybody else. And if you continue to deceive people, manipulate people into believing into you or making them think that you're this person that you're not, I guarantee you it's going to slap you in the face down the road. It's going to kill any relationship you have, because eventually it's going to come out because you put on this deception to deceive people to be in your life, and you weren't honest. That means you lied to them. And if you continue to lie to them, this lie becomes like a big wave of water. It's going to crash and wash you right out. Because that person's going to then see you, who you are, once that wave hits you and cleans you right out. And you're going to try to make excuses for yourself. Well, there's no real excuses to lie. Because if you lie, that means you have an agenda, you have a plan, you have a motive. And if you continue to lie to achieve these things in life, eventually it's going to come back around. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. When you first get involved with someone, you let them lay all your cards out on the table down. Don't sit there and bullshit to them people about who you're not, or and all these things that you think that you are, that you're not. Because I guarantee you, if people are going to like you, they're going to like you for who you are. And if they choose not to like you, well, hell, that's their loss. But if they'd want to judge you for whatever it is that you are, or misjudge you, again, that's their problem. They should be able to talk to you about what they believe and feel back. But you have these people out there who are the same way. They in turn, they'll sit there and tell you shit just to make you think that they like you. Again, they're babbling on about some shit that they don't really want to tell you their honest opinion about you. So they tell you this bullshit that makes you think that you want to hear what you really don't need to hear. You want to hear the truth. So if you don't hear the truth, if you don't get criticized, I look at being criticized as a tool to learn from. Because all of us are not perfect. You know, everything can be criticized. Because it's the perception of the individual. And that's what leads me to believe there's no such thing as perfect. Not in this world. Nothing is ever going to be perfect in this world, because I or anybody could look at something and pick out something like, for instance, the color or the shape or the sound or whatever it is, and to say that we don't like it. So therefore, it's the individual. It's an opinionated statement, something perfect. Just like appropriate or normal, it's an opinionated statement that really is up to the individual. Because what I may perceive as normal may not be normal for you. What I assume to be appropriate may not be appropriate for you. That's where the balance and boundaries lie between each other. That's what makes us an individual. And that's where we will have to determine what our differences are, and then have a mutual respect between each other to maintain that relationship. But totally being honest with each other, determining if you like the person or you don't like the person. Don't be playing these manipulation games, because I guarantee you it's going to bitch slap you in the face down the road. So be honest. I'm running out of minutes. I'll catch you on the third video about relationships. Thank you. Have a good day.